Hi everyone, welcome back to Crochet Rocks. Tracy here, and well, I've got a have a yarn with Tracy with a difference today because we went shopping earlier Gary wanted noodles, so we didn't really go out for much. And we got this drink. I'll show it to you in a minute. It's just amazing. So yeah, we went for a walk and I decided to take my recording equipment. So I filmed it and I decided to test out this little furry dude. So in the pack I get two, and I didn't read the instructions or anything. Never do. But so I've got this little black guy and this little grey one. And they don't look any different apart from the colour. But sorry if I can hear that. This one didn't block out all the wind noise. So next time I'm going to have to try this one and see if it's just a bit better. But I would have thought that this one would have blocked out the wind noise. It's just as fluffy. So I just thought it was like, choose a colour, pick a colour, any colour. But there, yeah, I'll have to dig into that. But so there is a bit of wind noise. I do kind of need to warn you about that, but only when we faced into the wind. And I would say there's no wind, it's a sea breeze. It sounds like a gale, but it's not. It's just a little bit of lovely, cool sea breeze, and not enough of it, to be honest with you, either. So, yeah, wasn't. It's not like it was windy or anything, but it did kind of make a bit of noise. Because when I got home, I did test the video just to see if there was wind noise, and there was, but it wasn't like so bad that it was unreal. So whereas I was going to start with that video, and it does say hello, welcome to, because I was going to do that first and then do this after, I decided to flip it so that I could warn you about the wind noise if you didn't want to listen to the, all the racket. Not that it's that bad, but it was just a little walk along the sea, and I didn't go for miles with it. I stopped and then we finished it off just with Gary and myself because I knew it would be just tagged on this. So, but this is our little concerted effort to get a little bit fitter and get a bit of fresh air, some ozone. But yeah, when we went on our holiday, I was really surprised when we were walking around. I don't even think I put the video on. I don't think I have. But we went to a castle, but it was actually a fort. And it was obviously they build on a hill and then they make steps and steps and steps to get the height. And I coped with the stairs, the slope, the stone steps, and everything. I was so shocked. And the next day I didn't ache. Well, I expected to be like, I'm not got to move. Let's just shuffle around the ship doing nothing. But I wasn't like that, I was so surprised that I was fitter than I imagined. But it's living in a bungalow means you don't encounter stairs much. You've got a couple of steps to walk out, a couple of steps to go up the decking, and that is it, And so when I lived in my old house, I was up and down stairs all the time. It was a townhouse as well, so there was a lot of them. And, you're just used to them. But now, if when they say use it or lose it, it's the same sort of thing. So there's no stairs. So I'm not used to it. So when we went to the sea and we had to walk up the stone steps, I felt like, oh, but I know that it was just, because on the way back I was fine. It just wasn't kind of used to it again. We want to make sure that we keep it up if we can. So when we go shopping, no excuse, have a little walk along the sea, or we'd take a little trip down to the Leas and have a walk round. We weren't going to venture off the island, not with the bridge. Although the bridge was fine yesterday, but there was still traffic to come on the island, but my son Paul and Victoria and Harley managed to get over, so that is fine. So I'm going to fulfill the kind of promise I made in the beginning and go see Tyler tomorrow. I did sort of message Gemma when it first happened. Then she said we can make it another day, but the fact that they came down and got home without too many issues on the road, I figured I'd go against the traffic. You know, when most people would be leaving to go home, I'll be coming back. So fingers crossed, it's all fine. So this is a new Pepsi, and I hadn't seen it in the shops before, but Victoria brought down this one and a cherry and vanilla. But this one is raspberry ripple flavour. And oh my God, it's just gorgeous. That's amazing. Oh wow, that is just refreshing and lovely. And it does taste like raspberry ripple ice cream. It's just so nice. I mean, of course it is 0. So the cherry and vanilla as well is just lovely. So we bought 1 pack of each. 1 pack. I don't know what possessed us. We should have just bought the shop because it's so good. It really is lovely. So I've got a tea that I really love now, and 2 new drinks. No, or maybe even more. It's just so lovely. So I still haven't managed to find the Victoria sandwich flavoured tea. It sounds a bit weird, doesn't it? But it's just going to be like if you've eaten a piece of jam and sponge cake, because Victoria sandwich, if you don't have it where you come from, it's just jam and cream in a sponge cake. Victoria sponge. And they do a tea flavoured with that. So, you know, they used to do the toast and jam, and it tasted like when you ate toast and jam and then you had a cup of tea. That's what it would taste like. I should imagine that's exactly how the Victoria sandwich one does. And I keep looking for it and I don't see it. But the shop I was in today, both shops didn't have any toffee either. So I was glad I got a few extra boxes, and I gave one to Alfie. So Alfie didn't come. It was just Paul, Victoria and Harley, because Alfie was with his dad. And but he loves those teas. He likes the biscuit tea and he likes the caramelized biscuit tea. So as Vic couldn't find the toffee tea, I gave her a box to take home, and he's been messaging me. Oh, thanks for the tea. And he hasn't tasted it yet, but I told him it's amazing. This is also amazing. Fabulous drink for summer. You know, when you go out to a pub or a restaurant, they should put that in there because, you know, it's beautiful. It really is. And Gary told me a joke yesterday, and I don't know if it's on here, but oh my God, it was so funny. Act. Right. I've left my glasses in the other room, so I'm wearing these. They're sunglasses. But these, they make that ridge, so I'm not really up with them now. I've got to see if it's here. Nursing home. No. We've got a Dolly Parton one. I haven't read it. No. No, he didn't. He didn't write it. Okay. I'll try my best to remember it. Did you know that these cars now, the gadgets are amazing in them? It's like I've got like reversing cameras and everything. He said, you know, I actually reversed my car yesterday and they played me a video of someone getting run over. What was that noise? Got a feeling it must be Gary. Wonder what he's doing. Anyway, let's do the joke. That was the extra joke. I like that one. I think it was funny. A woman went to the supermarket during a sale on boneless chicken breasts. She wanted to stock up, but the packages looked tiny, so she complained to the butcher. Don't worry, he said. Finish your shopping and I'll prepare some bigger ones for you. A few minutes later, the store speaker blasted, will the lady who wanted the bigger breasts please come back to the back of the store? Sounds like something that would happen when I worked at Asda. So, yep. There we go. It was funny though, wasn't it? It was a bit, yeah. It It was a titter joke rather than a belly laugh. A titter joke. Right. I think it's time we rip off this one, but it's only a quote. Not too bad, huh, kid? Said Maddo, but I don't know what about. Not too bad, huh, kid? Well, must have been talking about that drink, huh? Because it is so good. So good. It is fabulous. So anyway, we had a lovely visit yesterday. A nice dinner. It was all lovely. And it was so hot though. It was crazy hot, and it's even hotter today. Can you believe? And it's supposed to be even hotter tomorrow, I think. So I'm going to hopefully try and take Tyler to the cinema. I don't know if he's seen that Mario movie that's out. I never saw it. I usually go with Paul and Victoria and Harley, but this year they said something to me about it. But when it actually come to it, I don't know why, but I was busy or something, and they went without me. But no, it was okay. So I might take him to see that, unless there's something else, obviously that's out, and maybe to get something to eat, because if I don't, when I come home and it'll be late, I'll have to try and figure out what I'm going to have for dinner, and I don't want that. So and Gary's got his garlicky prawns. I think he makes his concoction with it. So he's having that. So it means I've got to eat out really, because But trying to do the diet in a different way. I'm not sort of changing it, but not doing things the same all the time, if you know what I mean. So I've been getting into a bit of a rut with breakfast. The only time that I've not is if we have fish, which isn't that often. So what I had today was nothing until we got back from the shopping, and I had olives and cheese with baby cucumber. Have you ever seen them? They're like little tiny cucumbers. And I had some cucumber bits. I didn't want to have the tomato, which is what I usually have, because I want to cut down on the amount of sugary tomatoes I eat. And I knew that we were having a salad later, so I'd probably have it on there. So that's what I had, just these bits. And I sat here doing a bit of work, munching on that. And then I made a coffee and went outside and sat outside with Gary for a little bit. So warm out there, though. But in a second, it's football. And it's D-Day for Tottenham. If they don't win this game, or they can afford to draw, I think. But if West Ham win and Tottenham draw, they'll be the same on points. But I think Tottenham are better a little bit on goal difference, so they should be fine. But they should win it. If they win it, they're up. They're staying. But they have Everton, so we're going to have to see. So I was watching a little bit of Formula One yesterday with the kids here, and that was all right. And today is the main race. That's on later. So that's what I'm going to be doing with my evening. Bit of a sporty evening. As long as I'm not the one puffing and panting, that's fine by me. I haven't really had much time to check out all the new videos that the American government, well, as Department of War, have released, but I've seen a few little fuzzy balls and stuff. Yeah, but I haven't really seen much yet. I saw a little bit of an interview with Ross Coulthart and Davy Loeb and someone else. Oh, Lou Elizondo. And they were talking about how major this kind of level of release is, and that it is showing a lot of the capabilities that we don't have. And it's obvious, but it's still a drop in the ocean of what's really out there. So yeah, everybody thinks I'm just nuts and a space cadet. Paul does, Victoria does, Harley specifically does. But I said, when I'm proof right, you just go, the old moon knew what she was talking about after all. So, yeah. Anyway, guys, I'm going to shut up and let you enjoy my walk along the sea. Where we walked was Sheerness, so it's not one of like the best beach and that picturesque. It's got a nice sea and the sound of the waves, the sun. A few people dotted about, but it's not golden sandy beaches. We only really have one of those, and it's a private beach, but we can walk along it. Used to go to school with the boys' parents owned that, and yeah, that you can used to be able to camp on there, so it was very lax in those days. I don't really know what it's like now, but it's the only bit of sand. That whole stretch from this end of the island, it lays down, used to be all sand until the French used to throw the cockles shells over the side of the ship once they've caught them, and they all washed ashore, and then they started to break underfoot, and what used to be sand is now shells and bits of grit and horrible. I dare say one day maybe it'll grind away to sand again. Who knows? But when I was a kid, there are photographs of us sitting on that beach making sand castles, and it was a nice sandy beach. I can remember sitting on it. I can remember skidding down the slope, making holes in my knickers as I went, and getting told off by my mother, and probably having a sore bottom because it'd gone through the fabric. Yeah, playing on the beach, my brother getting loads and loads of critters in a jar, putting them under the chair, and then them escaping, everybody shouting and screaming. Yeah, but it was sandy. I do remember the days out sitting on the beach, but it's not like that anymore, sadly, with all those blooming shells. Anyway, so yeah, we have got one left, one because they obviously, I don't know where it's situated, it didn't really do that there. So yeah, hope you enjoy it and hope it's not too windy, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye for now. Hi everyone, welcome back to Crochet Rocks. Thought I'd do a bit of a different rocks chat. God, how long ago was that? Have a yarn with Tracy and do a bit of an out and about. So I don't know if you can see the land across there. That's Southend. So we're actually at the other end of the island. It's not the best beach that's on the island, but people do use it. It's shingly and shells. You can get all kinds of stuff. People like to chuck stones in the water with their kids. I've been here lots of times with the little ones, just as because over there is a supermarket. So yeah, that's what we kind of usually, when we're in a walk-in mood, we'll come and get some shopping and have a little walk first. So, but there are people. So if there's conversations going on, or if there's any rude words, then forgive me, it's not me. And Gary's with me. Come on, keep up, Gaz. So I can't actually see what's filming either. So yeah, I hope it's good. It's a nice clear day. Well, I say clear, a little bit of a haze, but other than that, it's very, very warm and sunny. We've got a little bit of a wind, and this is a kind of a test for my new microphone's little furry thing, to see if it's actually working. Sea breeze, not a wind, but I kind of like this bit. You can build this bit that sticks out so you can go to the edge and sit if you want. It used to be all slope, but not so much now. But yeah, this is definitely a test for the little furry cat thing, because sea breeze is quite a bit here. So that church that you can see over there, I'm not sure if you can see it, it's Catholic church. My friend got married there. We've got speedboat. That's where you can see the haze over that side more so, but it'll burn off soon. It's quite early in the morning. Yeah, we got up early and decided to come out for a walk. Let's carry on. Gary, gonna carry on. So yeah, No, past those people. It's nice for a walk. I love to hear the sound of the waves, but it's not really the best beach. There's a better one up that way, but it's not the supermarket. We could have got in the car and drove to it, but another day. So at the end of this video, I'll do a normal chat in the yarn room, but I thought I'd do a bit of a walk at the beginning. Is that people swimming or is that birds on the water? I think it must be birds. No, we're definitely getting a bit of a sea breeze. We're actually walking against the wind, you know, the breeze. So yeah, definite test for it. So yesterday, even though the bridge went all kind of up the pictures, it's a funny saying, isn't it? When we get back, if I can remember, I'll look that one up. So yeah, even though that happened, Paul, Victoria and Harley came down to see us yesterday, and that was cool. We had a nice visit, and they stayed quite late. And tomorrow I'm going to pick up Tyler and have a day with my other grandson, so that'll be fun. I'm hoping the traffic won't be so bad with the bridge being, you know, broken. But the way I thought about it was Paul and Victoria got through okay yesterday, and when I go out on Monday, even though it's bank holiday, I'll be going against traffic. Day trippers will be going home, so hopefully I won't have any of those horrible delays. But I'll take plenty of water and everything else just to make sure. But yeah, and I'm sorry that I haven't got my gimbal. I've just got a handheld, so it probably is bouncing up and down when I walk a little bit. If I'd brought the gimbal, that would smooth out, but I'm not really up on all the settings of that yet, because I only really use it inside, and I shouldn't. It's kind of designed for this and for doing action shots and unusual angles and making it all really dynamic and fun. And what do? I sit in front of it and I talk. So yeah, I should figure it out and use it to its max, you know. But another day. You know what the trouble is? As soon as I figure out everything and I go out, I'll start forgetting how to do it. And you can't really take a book with you, or I do it by watching tutorials, but yeah, it's just so many settings and so many things you can do with it, and time lapses and speeding it up, and well, even more so, you know, you can do spinneroonie shots, and it's fantastic in the right hands, but unfortunately might not be the right hands. So yeah, for now we just sit in front of it and chat, which is, you know, but unless one of these days I'll learn, and then we're just going to do some spinneroonies in the yarn van, and yeah, make it exciting, and unusual shots under the desk. No, it won't quite really work, will it? Lots of things going on around here, work and stuff. Don't know what they're doing. Haven't been here for a long time. So where we're walking to now, where that church is, we're getting closer. That's kind of not far from where Gary's brother lives, along there. So, you know, when I used to, if you've been with me for a while, and I used to go and get yarn and film looking out his window, it was this here sea that I was filming. So I obviously don't know if this is too much movement, or if what can't really see the screen because it is so sunny that it's just black for me. So I know I'm recording, so I can just about see the little counter, but that's all. So on the other side of the wall now, there is the leisure centre, so you can go to the gym, and there's a swimming pool just over here. Haven't been there for a long time. Maybe we should start getting a bit fitter. I don't even know what that is. What's that? Tourist information that I haven't seen before. Well, if I must have been walking around with my eyes closed, perhaps, I don't know. Let's say, hello Gary. Hello.
One love.
Oh God. No, that's enough of that. Thank you very much. No. Crazy Golf.
There's a new one.
Okay, we'll have a look. Where?
Yeah.
Oh.
Walk there.
Oh, okay. I'll tell you what, Gary, you go and have a look and I won't.
That's all right, Bob.
No, go on, you can have a look. I'll see you at the next steps. So yeah, I've never seen, obviously it's old because there's, never seen it before, don't know what it is. Yeah, so that's that. But yeah, there's a new crazy golf over there and it's meant to be quite a good one. It was not cheap by all accounts, but meant to be really, really good. Heard good things about it. It was a new, millions spent on it apparently. But I didn't really want to negotiate them steps and all that stuff, so. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to see it over the wall. You might. Can you see it yet, Gary, or not? Gary? Can you see it or not?
Yeah.
What, here?
Yeah.
If I look over?
But that might be too short.
Well, no, it's got a telescopic.
Must have done less, turn it less.
Oh, that doesn't look none too pretty.
I've left.
Oh, yeah, over there. We're nowhere near it yet then, guys. So, yeah, we'll carry on.
Ship from Montgomery.
Oh, is it? Well, the Montgomery is that ship that's out there with the mast that's stuck up. You know, I did a little video on there. We went for a little trip around it some time ago. Well, that's the ship with all the explosive munitions on it. And they keep talking about cutting off those masts. Haven't done it yet, but you never know. They're supposed to be doing it. So I think if we get to the next bench, might be able to stand on that bench and have a look at this wonderful crazy golf. I'm going to go to that bench.
Stand on it.
Yeah, that's my plan. Well, you might see it. Oh, I see the Montgomery masts. Yeah. Oh. So, and the clock tower. It's all based on the attractions, shall we say, of this island. So, bear with me, guys. I'm going to climb on this bench. Oh, look, here we are. So, yeah, that is the ship, the Montgomery. Over there, you can see the clock tower. We've got an anchor.
Bomb.
A big bomb. Yeah, there's a bomb. So, yeah, this is... Oh, look,
Seal.
a seal. We do have a lot of seals.
Right ankle.
Oh, yeah, there's a seal. We do have a lot of seals come and bask in this sensational water here. See, there's the swimming pool. So it's been made in what was the car park. But obviously they decided they didn't need such a big car park anymore. It's just a little one. And they've put this crazy golf in it. But yeah, this used to be very packed, this car park. When the kids were little, we used to come in quite a bit and take them swimming. But now we've got this crazy golf and a tiny car park. Must be enough. But then you can always park in the supermarket and walk down anyway if you're feeling energetic. Okay, I'm gonna get down. So this will be fun. Try not to fall. And I'm down. Oh, hey. So that's it. Are we going to walk back and go now, or we want to carry on?
Okay. How do you feel?
We'll carry on for a little bit, but I don't want my viewers to be bored just seeing the same thing. So, and I've got to do the rest of it a bit later. So, and if this little dead cat thing, that's this fluffy ball, is not working very well, then you're all just getting a bunch of wind noise. So, I might call it. And one last look at the sea. Let me go round. We go all the way around. And the Montgomery's about there. There's an orange buoy. I think it's about there, or might even be over there. The tide is in too far to actually see it at the moment. So, yeah. Anyway, that's where we were. And I'll see you guys in the yarn room. Bye for now.